Hi guys, PJB31APB coming at you with a video. And I have been bitten by the crochet bug. So I wanted to show you a few of the things that I have made recently in crochet. Every one of these hats has a story, you guys. I'll try to make it a quick story. I'm going to start with the hat that I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of this hat because I made it following a tutorial on YouTube that was entirely in Portuguese, I believe. So I think I did a pretty good job on this hat. So it's just a beret. It's pretty boring in the front. You turn it around here. It's ribbed in the back. These rib stitches, these ribbings are created by 3 front post double crochet around the same stitch throughout and then increasing in the middle. And I just thought that was so pretty. This yarn is horrendous. Let me bring the yarn up closer so you can see the colorway maybe. Yeah, there it is. So these are the ugly colors. I've literally had this yarn for pretty much since I big chopped. So more than 4 years I've had this yarn and it has been sitting in my house and it's just ugly. So the next hat that I want to show is I found the pattern for it on Crochet Pattern Central. Just a bobble stitch hat, but I just think it's so adorable. I just really love this hat. It fits my head absolutely perfectly. I usually finish off my hats with elastic around the band. You know, I usually finish off my hats with elastic around here, but this hat fits my head perfectly, and crochet stretches outward, but it doesn't snap back. So this has stretched as far as it's going to stretch, and it still fits my head so well. This yarn is Vanna's Choice yarn in olive green, and the light color is Vanna's Choice yarn, and I believe it's in oatmeal. Okay, next up is this hat. The pattern for this hat I got from Teresa at TJW 1963. Excuse me for picking the little lint parts off. That's what, you know, dark yarns pick up lint. It's supposed to be a pumpkin hat with ear flaps and tassels, but at the time that I found this tutorial on YouTube, I didn't have any yarn for orange to make a pumpkin, and I really didn't want a pumpkin hat anyway. So these two colors are two of my current favorites right now. I love the contrast between them. So I just decided to make it just a plain hat. You can see the ridges here made by front post and back post double crochets, and the raised and the recessed areas that really do make it look like a pumpkin. And when it's on my head, it really does round out right here, and it would look really cute with a stem, but not for me. Okay guys, so the next set of hats that I'm going to show you were all inspired by the same event. So last week sometime I came across the series Fresh Off the Hook on YouTube. And Fresh Off the Hook is a crochet series hosted by the beautiful Marcel of Marcel's Crochet Creations, also known as One Virtuous Woman on YouTube. Of course, the link will be in the down bar. She hosts this series. People all over the world are participating in this series, and really what they're doing is crocheting and then just highlighting the things that they've finished this week. And so I went through and I watched a lot of the videos. I watched a lot of the videos. And there was one person who inspired me immensely, and her name is Dee. Her channel name is Dee's Crochet Creations, and I will put the link, of course, in the down bar. Dee inspired me with her character hats. They were so cute. She had Angry Bird, she had the Angry Pig, she had a whole bunch of different character hats, and then she had a character hat of Jake the dog from Adventure Time. And she did such an amazing job on that hat. And I was like, there's no way that I can't do that. You know, it was just so amazing. And it's all crocheted together. So if I can crochet a square and I can crochet a circle, I should be able to make this hat, right? Well, I decided I didn't want to make the Jake dog hat. I wanted to make some hats for my daughter. And my daughter is a big fan of the Japanese cartoon character, or I don't know if he's a cartoon character or what, but his name is Kirill Akuma. He's a little brown bear. And so I decided I wanted to make her a teddy bear hat, and I made her a teddy bear hat to look like Kirill Akuma. And she wore it to school this morning, and she wouldn't let me take pictures. I don't know if this video will be edited and ready to go by the time she gets home from school. If it's not, I will throw pictures of it on the back. Otherwise, it was my first ever character hat. I did a really good job on it, but I've done better since then. So Kirill Akuma showed up one day at some chick's house and she let him move in because she likes to live with strange bears. And this chick has a pet bird, and I don't know the bird's name, but in Japanese or whatever, it translates out to yellow bird. And this yellow bird does not like Kirill Akuma very much. She's always angry at him and crabby and stuff like that. So this is my version, this is my interpretation of the yellow bird. The eyes and the nose are buttons, and I'm comfortable with using buttons for the eyes and the nose because this hat is going on the head of a 13-year-old. If she puts a button in her mouth, shame on her. If this was for a child, you'd probably either use felt eyes or I might even embroider it on. The beak here, it's flat this way, but just imagine it sticking out. Like when you look at his pictures, his cartoon pictures, his profile has it sticking out. But when you're looking at him head on, this is what his face looks like. So I think I did a really good job. This is my favorite part here, these little strings here. I think I did a really good job on this one. And what I did better here than I did on the Kirill Akuma hat, which I can't show you, was the placement of the eyes. Although the mouth is crooked, the placement of the eyes is much better. As I was making these hats over the weekend, I decided to watch some videos about placement of facial features on the hats and stuff like that. And it really gets better with practice, and especially when you slow down and take your time. So that's that. So this is what I mean when I say it gets better with practice. This is Kirill Akuma. Kirill Akuma is the little girl bear that is shacking up with Kirill Akuma in the yellow bird and the lady's house, at the chick's house. So she comes and she hangs out too. Again, the mouth is crooked, but that's me, that's my eyes, and I'm just a crooked individual, I guess. I just don't see things straight. No matter how I line things up, stuff ends up crooked. But otherwise, the eyes are placed appropriately, the center button is placed appropriately, the ears are placed appropriately, but they are flimsy. So I gotta work on this ear placement. But everything else about this hat, I love. Everything else about this hat other than the ears and the crooked mouth. I love the yarn that I used was Kirill Simply Soft. I used a G-hook, a 4mm G-hook, and a half double crochet stitch. I half double crocheted between the stitches all the way down, even in the ear flaps. I used just the brown and the pink yarn to make my tassels. I just love everything about this hat, and it just goes to show that when you take your time and you practice, your hats will look better and better and better and better. The next hat, I came across Yolanda Lopez, I think that is the name of her channel, and she had a Hello Kitty tutorial, how to finish a Hello Kitty hat. And I just think that this is so stinking cute. She is so cute, her little whiskers and her little bow, her little ears. I made the braids out of pink and white. Okay, is that not the cutest little thing ever? That is just adorable, and I am so impressed and proud of myself. So this is my character hat. This character hat is, I don't know if anybody knows this character. This is Darwin from The Amazing Gumball. Darwin is a goldfish, the brother to a cat with his parents are a cat and a bunny. Go figure. So here's his little eyes, little eyelashes. His mouth is just two pieces of felt with a piece of red felt with a pink tongue. And I sewed this on. I didn't want to put glue and have this be hard. So his eyebrows are a little high up here. They're not placed exactly perfect. And they make him look angry as opposed to happy. This is his fin. Darwin is a goldfish. I love the fin. I love the fin. I think the fin is so stinking cute. So, but everything is placed a little bit too high on the head. When you put the hat on, you can't really see him. So this, and I rushed through this. I started this yesterday at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I finished it at I was almost finished at like 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish, so I really rushed through this and I'm really not pleased with this hat, but my daughter loves it. This hat, this is the last hat that I have to show right now. This is a work in progress. This is my nephew's Christmas present, so I hope he doesn't see this video, and if he does see this video, then just come and get it, Ken, because it'll be done by the end of the day today. This is going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I'm going to glue on eyes right here. This band was crocheted separately from this hat, so I can put my finger all the way through here. I just tied it around on the back. I will sew this down and secure this tie so that it doesn't come out, and then I will secure it around the top to the hat itself so that the band always stays on the hat. And yeah, so there's the colors. I don't know how they're going to show up. There they are. There we go. That's really good showing up. This is like a hunter green. I think this is loops and threads impeccable, and this is Karen Simply Soft. Again, it's just H hook, half double crochet between the stitches, H hook, half double crochet between the stitches. I crocheted this the long way instead of the short way because I didn't want the bands going up and down. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to show you. I just wanted to say thank you to Marcel, thank you to Dee, thank you to Beth in Texas, thank you to, oh my gosh, all the people that are doing these fresh off the hook videos you are providing me with. Oh, and thank you to Teresa at TJW1963. You guys provide me with so much aid, assistance, and inspiration. It's amazing the things that I have created this weekend with your help and encouragement. So I will keep on crocheting, and I hope you guys do too. And I will check in with you guys for probably another hair video real soon. I got to deep condition my hair today because I'm looking raggedy. I'm looking real rag. I can't even show you how raggedy I'm looking today. So alright guys, I will check in with you real soon. Bye!